It's the Sacramento Condors taking on the London Bulldogs.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Sacramento team as we enter play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago. 88 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
And got his man complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun, Spencer. And this is incomplete. 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Back to throw. Spencer. This is caught. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a 1st and goal at the 1.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Looking to throw. Spencer. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bulldogs march right down the field on the opening drive to take a first-quarter lead. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting the loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. Tucker with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top? He's got satisfied.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the defense. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Right back to him on first down. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure is really starting to rise, and that's...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. He'll wind up losing a full. It's third down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Back to throw. Spencer. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And to give this time to the tailback.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's taken down inside the 30. So that one will be accepted. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 53 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. London about set to take over on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
To throw on second down. Spencer. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Spencer. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. A look at the running back. The man to go again. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun. But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
They go play action here on 1st down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 57 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Condors have come back to make it a 2-point game. Extra point up and through. And this is now a 1-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Spencer. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Fighting to stay upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And as they approach halftime, it's the Bears who are out in front. Joe Mixon has a run for a touchdown. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Trevor Lawrence with a couple of touchdown passes there. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were losers in their ball game as they fall to the visiting Washington football team. Trey Lance leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
It's caught left side, Bolden. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw here. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is indeed good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5. Hands it off out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Off play action. Spencer. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
The other day when he was watching the game, he's like, man, Trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
On first down, Spencer. Pressure comes and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. On third down, Spencer. And this is going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Back to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Fielded at about the 28. London about set to take over on offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Throwing on first down. Spencer finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Operating from the gun, Spencer.
And, oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball's going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
A 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. So certainly the question there, 4th and very short, why throw so deep?
Sometimes the defense actually forces you into these things. Sometimes. What happens is you might end up in a man coverage where they press up tight. Could be a zone coverage where they're crowding the line of scrimmage, and receivers have to convert their routes to try and beat that coverage, and you end up throwing it deeper than you want to. Preferably, you want a 3-yard pass in this situation, get the 1st down and keep the sticks going.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he is across midfield from one 49 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He will push his way down to about the 14.
2nd down and 8.
Now a handoff looking right. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Condors have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
A try here for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will
takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Spencer. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, Spencer. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You talk about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And he's got this down to the 35.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Spencer. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, Spencer. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Back to throw. Spencer. And he's got it. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Spencer. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bulldogs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wheeler. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Condors answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point attempt to follow here. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Just a 4-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. London about set to take over on offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On 1st down, Spencer. In trouble, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Spencer. And he fires one incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and a mile. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Throwing on 1st down, Spencer. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Spencer. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. To throw on second down, Spencer. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Spencer. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Here now, Johnny Townsend. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be...
And he can't escape, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now they got to get to the line quickly. He'll look to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They'll look to throw. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on fourth down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And he whips that one incomplete there. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Back to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road, want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So that one a long 11-play drive. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on a teaching moment here. Overtime.
So in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's padding his already great numbers here at overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now. Someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
Now they try the right side here. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this one is right through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Well, they were 2 for 3 on fourth down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that, but finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Sacramento, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Londoners, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.